Hey guys, welcome back to Just Carve Rob. And what are we doing? Well, we're working on this dragon. You know what we're doing. We're going to be using this here high-speed air tool with that itty-bitty tiny little finish cutter right there. Okay? That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be carving this guy's face up here. Oh, hello there. How you doing? So we're going to be carving the scale patterns into his face. Kind of got them drawn on here, what we're doing. I've gone ahead and done this part of it. Put the scales around his eyes and over his eyebrow there. It's all scaly. And up his nose. Right there. And we'll be doing some wood burning after we go through. I already cut this side in, but we'll be going through the wood, going through this thing with the micro carver, with the diamond flame burr, putting the texture to it, and then the rest of it is all wood burning. All right. So let's get this party started and get ready for the dreaded voiceover. All right. Alright, let's start carving. Hey, who's this guy? It's Scully Bob. Scully Bob, the walking stick. We're carving a dragon, Scully Bob. Dragon, I'm out of here. And there goes Scully Bob. He didn't want nothing to do with the dragon. The dreaded dragon. And, okay, we got the SCM high-speed air carver with the finishing burr in it. And we're going to go around here and cut in all of the scales. You know, if I was smart, I'd be doing this left-handed, so you guys could, oh, there we go. Hey, I am smart. So you guys can see what's going on here. Every time I start working on this guy, you know, I keep thinking of the same song keeps running into my head. You know what song it is? You know what song it is. This is not Terrible Dragon. He reminds me of Puff the magic dragon lives by the sea. He frolics in the autumnal land called Just CARVEROB shop. Yep, you know it. Evil Rick said he was in the Air Force, and they had an airplane called Puff the Magic Dragon with, had multiple Gatling guns on it. I remember that. It was, I believe, during the Vietnam War, Puff the Magic Dragon came out, and did his breathing of fire. So that's, we're not making that type of Puff the Magic Dragon, Rick. Evil Rick. You know Evil Rick. Everybody knows Evil Rick. He's an admin on the Jordy Johnson Just Carve. Just Carve. No, sorry, Jordy. He's an admin on the Carving Fusion live chats. Evil Rick. All right. So now we put a football burr, or flame burr, diamond, in the SCM high-speed carver, high-speed air carver. It does run on compressed air, guys. And we are putting texturing into these scales. We're just dotting like a stipple pattern. Stipple, not simple, stipple pattern. And every once in a while we drag that burr to give it a little streak. It really makes the wood, when you run the wood burner over it, like, why are you doing all this, Rob? You're going to wood burn it. You're just going to burn that stuff out there. No, you're not. Because when you run the wood burner in there, it creates all the nooks and crannies and valleys, and it even adds more texture to your carving. You can do this with a Dremel, with a ball bit, or with the micro carver, with the ball bit, or the diamond flame burr. Works just as well. It's just that this is what I have in my hand, and it's very quick. Of course, this thing's spinning at like 400,000 RPM. You heard me say it right, guys. 400,000. You know those air tools they use in the dental office? This is the same thing, but without the bend. You know, most of theirs got that little bent neck. I do have some of those that I bought. And man, why didn't I move the pan? Should have panned over a little bit. Okay, now we're doing the same thing. I have already undercut these scales so it looks like one sliding under the other. We will undercut them even more with the wood burner. And on this part of it, we will be using the razor tip wood burner with a, I'm not too fond of this tip, but I'm just too lazy to change it. I got to make a new tip for it with some that nickel chromium wire. But I've been so busy, I don't even have time to change my mind. So, we still got some more planning to do on this. It's like when Jordy always says, sometimes you just got to let that carving sit for a minute. And you got to study it and see what it wants you to do with it, right? I got pretty much using my wrench to scrape off the carbon off my wood carver, my wood burner. This is a razor tip. You can see we're just dabbing, and then we'll streak it a little bit. I wanted to keep the scale pattern different from what's the scales on the nose. So I'm using more of a, you can see I'm just kind of dotting it, like a machine gun, kind of dotting it. And on the nose part, you'll see that we use an extruded, for lack of a better term, straight lines, more straight lines. And now we're brushing it, getting some of that carbon off from there so we can see what's going on. A lot of times the smoke and the burn will hide stuff on you, so make sure you brush it off if you can. Okay, now here is where we are undercutting the scales on his nose. See, this is why I'm talking to another camera. And I would like to thank Terry. He offered me the loan of GoPro for a second view, but after talking to a few people about cameras, GoPros tend to have a wide angle lens on them, and for the action shots, you know, but I don't know how good it would work in a close setting like this. Jordy didn't seem too happy with his, so I talked to him about his, and you don't see him use it too much. I mean, it'd be great for like on a drone or something like that where you got that nice wide angle. But I believe the wider the angle, the more the fisheye effect on close-up shots you get. So I do thank you, Terry. Terry Pitts. He lives not that far from me, actually. And so thanks for the offer, Terry. I appreciate it like you wouldn't know, bud. And unfortunately, I lost one of my longtime subscribers. And I don't know why. But what are you going to do? Maybe my content wasn't good enough. Maybe she just decided she got tired of Just Carve Rob's antics. I don't know. But sorry to see you go. And you're welcome back anytime, Anna. Anytime you're welcome back. All right. So you can see that we're using a little bit of the extruded or lateral lines, yeah, and a little bit of the dotting on the scales going down the nose, and we're matching the scales up over the eyebrows with the dotting technique. Okay, and there we are, scrub-a-dub-a-dubbing it. Scrub-a-dub-dub-dub. Scrub-a-dub-dub, 3 dragons in a tub. It must be a hot tub because it's got dragons in it, right? Hot tub? Get it? Hot tub, dragons? That's right. So, we're just going to leave that one big scale. I was thinking about splitting it in the front on his nose there. But I think I'm just going to leave that solid with no texturing to it. So it kind of stands out. Same way with the horns. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and make them stack like a unicorn horn or not. And you can see we have switched over to the Amazon wood burner here. I got her cranked up to 56 Much hotter than the razor tip, much hotter. You can see, look at the smoke coming off that guy. And we're getting that all burned in there. You could just paint it, but like I said, I got the wood burner sitting right there, and I'm like, why not? We'll just wood burn it. Smoking. Look, he's a smoking dragon. Smoking. All right. So we have the sides laid out on the dragon. We're going to carry the scale pattern down and around. Sorry, guys. I'm getting... my voice is getting a little cracky. I'm thinking about losing one of my subs. It just upsets me so much. Okay, so we have that finishing burr in there. And you can see that we are cutting in the scales. Now, that's just pencil right now, guys. I just drew that on with pencil. I went over a couple times to make it stand out a little bit better so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. And we're just going to cut these scales in with the SCM high-speed air tool. And that's what we're doing there. Cutting it down, cutting it in, all that good stuff. Getting that scale pattern set, and then we'll come back in and we'll feather it up and down. We're going to feather the bottom scales up under the top scales, and then we're also going to feather the front side, or the side towards the nose, the end of the nose. We'll be feathering them forward. So when you look down the nose, it'll look flat, but when you look at it from the back side or from the horn side, you'll actually see it step. The scales on the nose step a little bit. So we'll be tucking them up and under. Alright, guys, that's it for this one. We'll catch you on the next one. Share, subscribe, and like. Be awesome. Carve something awesome. Hit that like button. It helps out with the YouTube analog. And if you'd like to save 5% on your next kutzall burr order, be sure to use the code CARVEROB in all caps. Hey, check out the links and descriptions below if you want to buy me a coffee. Alright? Alright. Be awesome. Carve something awesome. Bye-bye.